toy spot. This toy spot right now, right here, I'm going to be having a look at the DC Superheroes Batman and Batgirl 2-pack. Originally, if you had seen my Batman review, this guy right here, I had commented that he was repackaged and re-released with the Batgirl. This Batgirl was the only way that you could initially get this figure, was buying this 2-pack later on, and now that we're in the DC Universe figures, Batgirl has been repackaged in a 2-pack with Azrael. So if you guys missed your chance to get this Batgirl here, you can still buy her now. She's pretty common at Toys R Us. I don't think she's selling all that well, packaged with the Azrael. It is a bit of a shame because at the time that this figure came out, this 2-pack and Azrael, these figures were the hardest to find. This 2-pack of Batgirl, of the two, I think was definitely the more pricier one to get. And I think everybody just wanted to get this Batgirl. So if you guys do like this figure and you do want to get one yourself, finding her probably isn't all that hard. You just have to check some of the Toys R Us's and stuff, and she will be packaged with an Azrael. Having said that, the packaging is the same as the 2-pack that consisted of Clark Kent. So we get the Starburst effect here, the yellow and then the orange background here. S3 Select Sculpt Series. And if we turn the package around, I suppose I really, based on the back here for Series 1, I should have really included this review after these 4 figures. The only reason why I didn't, though, is because of this Batman here. I wanted to review this Batman on its own and then do the 2-pack. If I had followed suit to the wave that was on the back, I would have done the review of this 2-pack when really it was the wrong Batman on it. So I don't know why they put this series on the back of the packaging. I guess because it covers all the Batman characters. I don't know. But I mean, there you have the packaging on the 2-pack. What I'm going to do is I'll open it up. I won't do a review on Batman just because I've already done a review of him and you guys have seen the comparison. But I will open up Batgirl and I'll let you guys get a closer look at the figure. So stay tuned. Now, if we never end up getting a Batgirl in the DC Universe style, even though this figure really does fit in well with that collection. If they don't ever release a Batgirl in their line, I definitely would say that she is a good addition to the DC Universe collection. I mean, she looks nice. She's been sculpted really nice. Lots of detailing in the hair. They put a nice bright blue coloring in the cowl and the cape. She's got the yellow bat symbol there. Really nice sculpt done on her. I really like her utility belt too. I know I commented that I didn't like the addition of the bat logo on the Batman. I think it does. It's a little different with the Batgirl. I think it does actually help the figure. And Batgirl normally did have a bat symbol there, so it did. You know, that it makes more sense. Now, unfortunately, if you've watched my Batman review of the same Batman that was in this 2-pack, one of the things I commented on was the fact that they only put a slit in his hand so he can hold his Batarang. They've actually improved a little bit on the Batgirl. The hole is a little bit larger, and she also does come with a Batarang. The Batarang does sit in her hand. I'll probably turn it the other way there. It's a little harder because these Batarangs are rubber, so when you try to put one in, it ends up bending when you get it in there. So she does actually hold it until she just dropped it now. The downside, however, is that they didn't put a hole in this hand, so you really only have one way to have a Batarang, and it's in this hand here. That's a bit of a disappointment. But I really like the face on her. Definitely one of the nicest Batgirl figures I've seen. Especially, and I'm a big fan of the Barbara Gordon Batgirl. I don't really like the later Batgirl as much, the one that had the full mask and everything else. But I really like this Batgirl. There's articulation in her head, although she doesn't have a lot just because of her hair. There is articulation in the shoulders, in the elbows, in the hand. There's also articulation in her torso. She's got the split leg articulation here. There's articulation in her thigh. Also in her knee. And also in her foot. And she's got a really, really nice long blue cape. Overall, I mean, I'm really, really happy with this figure. I think the figure looks really, really nice. And what I was pointing out earlier too, I mean, if we never get a DC Universe Batgirl, this one, I don't think you're going to improve any better on this figure anyways. And I would say if you want a DC Universe Batgirl, you want to be looking at the DC Superheroes Batgirl as the Batgirl you want to get for that line. Really, really happy with the figure. Want to give it a thumbs up on that one. But there you have a toy spot on the DC Superheroes Batman Batgirl 2-pack, where I reviewed the Batgirl. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And with that, I'll see you guys next time for another toy spot.